So hello everyone and welcome back to FTRL for the penultimate round of season 16 of FTRL. So this is the second last week. You've got Japan today, and then next week it is full qualifying and the Mexican Grand Prix to round us out. Got Suzuka for this evening. And that's been pretty dull, it must be said, but it is dry, which is a bit of a surprise given the amount of wet weather we've seen in Div 2 all season, to be fair. It's been a hell of a lot of rain, a hell of a lot of wet weather, so thankfully we do have some dry weather at the moment, but we shall see if that continues. But good evening, that man, and I've seen good Sparks' his mates in the chat as well. So let's see. Who is out on track at the moment? We've got Kieran, who is the winner of our championship, with 2 races to spare. So he's just out for a bit of fun over the next 2 races. He's got nothing he needs to get now. He's already won, so nice and relaxed for Kieran. So let's see how he gets on. I'm fully expecting him to be up at the front as usual. This few weeks though has been very, very competitive in Div 2, as it has been most of the season, to be honest. It's very, very competitive. Kieran getting a lot of shape there, even on his out lap. Heading up this straight now to 130R. As there's 2 yellow flags. I'm assuming people backing up near the final corner. We've got a few people slowing down. We'll go on board and we'll watch Kieran do his first flying lap on the soft tyres. A very dull Suzuka as he's accelerating on the way down. Reaching 190 miles an hour, and then throw it into turn 1, get the apex nicely, accelerate out for the S's, and the best combination of corners in the entire F1 calendar, up the hills all the way up towards the final Dunlop curve, and go out of bounds on the track. He does that nicely, and he's got the first and second diagonals. There's the first one, really throw it in, the second diagonal underneath the tunnel, little bridge, and heading towards the hairpin. There's a lot of ways you can take this. He likes it on the inside, but he gets a little bit out of shape on the exit, but he's alright. And straight now as he heads towards Spoon Curve. Throws it in. Spark sets a 26.1 for his opening lap. He's not invalidated Kieran there, which is one of the places you can invalidate. The next Spoon Curve, match the times 26.9. Kieran's coming round now towards 130R. Not got long to go. So 131.1 for Kieran. Nelson is going to come across the line. He's going to be set at 27.2, sorry, so he pops in P3 just ahead of his teammate. He's on the medium tyres at the moment. Casey Bernard's also on the mediums at the moment. He's coming around set to 1 now. Tentative on the throttle. Quick through the first diagonal. That's what I've seen. As Kieran has been disqualified. What has he done? Kieran's just been disqualified. Casey Bernard popping in MP7. So just seen Bakunji from Captain joined. He was one of the ones who couldn't get in. So then on his PSN account. So, but he's not going to be able to take part in quali sadly. So he's going to be starting at the back. Oscar P2, 26.6. Next is Katz, is purple for second sector. He's heading towards the chicane. Good evening, Fever. Cats, and he's going to set a 26.9, so he's going to be just behind Maxi Simon in P4. That man is on a lap at the moment, and he's just going through the curve there. The first and second diagonal to come. Obviously, when the track bounds, taking that, oh, blooming hell. It's a lot of curb, far too much curb. And yeah, it wasn't the way to do it. Casimir, I think, is just starting a lap. He is indeed. So let's watch and see how Casimir can do. His qualifying is not great recently, Casimir. It's very tight now in Div 2, to the point where you really need to get a good quality lap. It's very, very tight. So if you're even a couple of times, 3-4 times off, yeah, what you can possibly do, you can find yourself down 8-9 places, which in previous seasons, such as the ones I was in, I wouldn't have seen anyone near a bigger drop. But they do now, definitely. Academy's heading towards Spoon now. And we round this winding straight. And here's Spoon. Just needs to watch he doesn't invalidate on this exit here. And just nicely round there. Car. That's an Alfa Romeo getting out of the way. First man possibly. Purple through sector 2. I think that was exactly the same sector 2 time as I think his teammate did for the first two sectors, so this could be very close to Nexus Cass. Oh, it's actually a little bit off. It's 27.6 by Catamese, which was an MP7. There is quite a few people that haven't done all that. Luigi actually is in his car. Maybe he can take part in quality now, I'm not sure. Usually you can't. Yeah, late that session. Bossman on a lap, he's got a car in front of him, which is always going to put you off round here, and that's Catamese just after his lap, I think. Yeah, that wasn't the best line for there at all by Bossman. He was quite out of shape there, and he was on the wrong part of the track. A lot of curve there. A little bit Matman did, but he managed to actually keep it on the track and not end up in that dirt on the outside. On the second diagonal, sorry. Chops, set 29 flat. He's on the mediums as well. Bossman coming up now towards 130R, and he is flat out all the way. That's going to challenge at the top. We shall see where it puts him. He's 1.1 seconds off what Catty is going to do, so I think that's might be nearly very, very back. Sadly for Bossman at the moment. Does open and run. 29, I think. Yeah, 28.4. So it's not actually that bad. It's a P12 for him. He's back out on the softs now. His first laps where he was on the mediums. Casey Bernard going through the S's now, heading towards the knock curve, nicely within the track limits. Using his fellow yellow flags enough everywhere, but actually just went away now. He's 4 times up through the first sector. Bear in mind his last lap was on the medium, so I expect that sort of improvement for the sectors as Captain Chubbs is retired and pits. So Casey Bernard heading towards Spoon again now. In the track limits nicely. There's a McLaren on the inside, get out of the way. The Bunge with left jet. And he's a full 8 times up. This is going to pop him around kind of in front of Brutus, I would imagine. Let's see. Also 27 flat, 27.2 or something. 27.650 actually, just behind Catanese. Brutus is also on a lap. He is a good chunk of time up, so this could pop him up towards P3 possibly. Oscar's improved to go 26.3. Brutus does go P3 26.6. So Oscar's made an improvement as well on his lap. Just on an in lap now, he is indeed. We're almost validated. Darren Trucker is on a lap. He's Dunlop. I can see his first sector time. He's currently P12, 127.9. He's 5.5 times up through the first sector though, which is a massive improvement through one sector. So there's a lot of time in his opening lap. Didn't quite get the apex, but as you don't really need it through that hairpin. There's multiple lines you can take. The difference between most of them, in all honesty. Only still not set a lap time yet, so what's happening with him? A little bit out of shape there. It wasn't the best line through a Spoon. We'll see though, as he's coming up to the second sector split now. He's lost a little bit of time in that second sector. This could still pop him up into the top 10 though. For the moment anyway. It does indeed, it's P9, just ahead of Catanese. So that's him up to the top 10 at the moment, at least. Check was in there. But Bunge has popped himself into P10 and then instantly retired as soon as he's done it, so that's going to be his only lap. So that's the best he can hope for. He's yet to set a lap, he's only going to have one more chance at it as well. Trucker next to Cats has just went a little bit quicker and is 26.816. It's very congested. And that P4 to P8 is only sort of 2 times separating that bundle of cars there. And there's a good gap in front of them, to be fair. I did say a few weeks ago when Sparks joined, I thought Sparks would get a win for the end of the season. There's only 2 races left now. Joined 2 weeks ago, so he's looking nice up the top at the moment. 26.1 is a hell of a solid time to aim at for the rest of them. Quite a few people are quite a way off him at the moment. Under 3 minutes left though, so it's going to be the last lap for a lot of people coming up soon. Way down on his lap. Maxi Symes on a lap. He's coming around now to see what second sector is like, and he's gonna be two times up, and he has got a car in front of him which is going to be giving a lovely little bit of a slip there. It's a Ferrari, I think might be up next is Cats, and he's Ferrari's actually took a evasive action and went off the track, and he's set a lap good enough for P4. It's a 26.640, so that's put him right up into P4. So a very good lap for Maxi Sain for his final lap. Def Chip is just under 2 attempts up through the first sector. Oscar's not going to improve anymore, neither is Katamis. Well, Def Chip is on for an improvement here. It could pop up into the top 3. At the moment it does. It will pop him up into P3 ahead of Brutus. Obviously Brutus hasn't set his last lap yet, but Def Chip's coming round the final corner now, and it needs to be a 26.6 to beat Brutus. It's going to be tight. It is indeed good enough. It's 26.567. Brutus is yet to set his last lap time. Maxi Sain has. Brutus is coming through. 130R now. Raw, Mattman, Aaron, Casey Bernard, Alex Pixie, Lee Call, all on the laps, on their out laps. A chance to improve. Brutus, let's see how he can do it. Can he regain his P3? Or can he go one better and go P2? Or even go P1? Sparks isn't going to come back out, so he thinks he's confident enough in that 26.155. Brutus coming towards the S's now. Flat out through most of them. He's starting to break a little bit here for this one. And Dunlop curve. Oh dearie me! Oh, that's gonna be a ruined lap from Brutus, you would imagine. Oh, he's actually only 3 thousandths down actually. Even though he had that big moment. There on the exit Dunlop curve. So, can't find any improvement anywhere. It's not much he needs, is it, to get up to P3? Needs a very clean run through a spoon. Can't afford any more slip-ups. He's clean and he's just all over the track. Just within the track limits. And it's going to be just an improvement, but it's not enough yet. He needs to find a couple more thousandths of a second in this last sector to get that place back. Ferrari in front of him now, and it's gonna be, oh yes, he has, he's found it, he's found that little bit he needs, and he gets that P3 back. Romelson now is up through the first 2 sectors by a tiny amount, but he needs a decent improvement in this last sector to move up anywhere, I think. Actually, next is Katz is directly in front of him. That's not much an improvement he needs. And he does get that. Improvement needs to jump. Next is Katz. Mattman is up though through the first sector by quite a good chunk. This could be a good improvement from Mattman here. I think he's going to be the final, one of the final ones to cross the line. Yep. And he is up, but he's not up enough. He needs to find a good chunk of time in this last sector. And I don't think it's going to be good enough to move him up anywhere. Aaron Trucker's still going as well. I think he's just behind him. I can see him in the background. That man does improve, but not enough. Aaron Trucker doesn't improve. He improves, but doesn't improve his position. So there we go. Sparks takes his first pole position, I think. His first pole in FTRL. Very comfortably, and he didn't even need to sit a lap time near the end. I would be wondering what Brutus could have done if he hadn't made that big mistake in sector 1. I think he'd been at least a lot closer to Oscar, maybe past Oscar. So that was a bit unlucky, but Brutus does do very well in the races. He's a very, very good driver in races. He does make up a lot of ground, usually. So, and he's been very good recently, actually. The last 3 or 4 weeks, he's been very, very quick, and he's been right at the top. But there's a couple of people out of position. I keep saying this still, but some people are out of position, but because it's so competitive now, like Katamis, once again, not the best quality for Katamis. It's P12. Casey Bernard's not usually down in P13. He's nowhere even near that usually. So it just shows you, if you don't get that lap in quali at the moment, you will get punished because it's so tight. So as I was saying earlier, next week we do have Mexico, but it's full qualifying, so it'll be quite a long stream next week. Full qualifying takes roughly an hour, and then you've got the race, which is about 45 minutes, so you're probably talking with a formation lap as well, a little extras. You might be talking, maybe approaching the 2-hour mark next week, or just under the 2-hour mark, so it'll be a long stream next week for the final races of season 16 and the final of this game. I'm sure there'll be some little fun events probably before the new game comes out, but yeah, next Tuesday, Wednesday is the final race of season 16. 16 seasons now we've done. So here we go. Let's have a look at the tyres. Ooh, different choices here. So Sparks is away on the formation lap. Oscar's going to line up alongside. It's Brutus and Def Chip on row 2. Qualifying those two. You've got Massey Simon P5. Ron Elson is P6. Thank you very much, Phil. Next is Katz is P7. We've got Matt Mann P8. Alex Pitts is P9. And the last one to start on the set, he did the fastest quality lap on, is Aaron Tripper. Now, Babunji and Katmi's on row 6. Both start on the hard, so that is, there we go, that's a different strategy choice there. You've got P13, Keith Bernard on the mediums, Bossman as well, and so is Lee Cole. AJ, as he sometimes does, has went for the soft tyre at the start of the race. And you get Captain Chubbs and Kieran both on the mediums, so you've got 11 drivers starting on the soft, 5 on the medium and 2 on the hards. So you've got different decisions here. Which one will pay off? The best strategy here, and it is going to be Sparks and Oscar who are going to lead us off for the Japanese Grand Prix. So the strategy choices line up for the races. I'm sure there'll be a safety car at some point. It's a difficult little track here, particularly those S's you can get, especially Dunlop Curb and the Degnus. You can get them wrong round to your spoon as well. Places where you can make mistakes, and obviously on 30i you can make a mistake trying to overtake people, so that's never an easy place either, in all honesty, as much as it's flat out. So line up, here we go. This is one of the tracks that has the worst camera view at them all. Just about. As you can see, at the moment we are at the left of the pit lane, which means we can see literally 0 cars. Thank you for that, Codemasters. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to go on board with Sparks to start these races. We don't. Oh, that's one away. 5 red lights. Oh, 2 cars have jump started. Matt Mann and Rom Elson. You don't see that very often. And Sparks leads us away from Oscar. Brutus is still in P3, Massey Sainz P4. You've got Nexus Cats and Def Chip going at it into the first corner. Nexus Cats is up into P5, Def Chip's P6. Then you've got the 2 that jump started. Those are virtual safety car already. There's a virtual safety car. Why is there a virtual safety car? Nothing's happened. I'm not sure. There's a virtual safety car. I'm not entirely sure what's happened to cause virtual safety cars. I can't see anything that's caused it. Just to let you know, it was Nutman and Ron Nelson who jump started. It's very, very rare you see anyone jump start, let alone 2 of them. Alex Pixie also jump started, let alone 2 people very comfortable with the game in a long time. Yeah, virtual safety car at the moment though. Lap time on the Delta they can't exceed, or they'll get a penalty. As you can see, for a long time we do seem to get penalties around here. There's a 1-stop, soft to hard, hard to soft. Guys that started on hard. Katmies is P11. The Bungie is down quite a few places in P14. And green flag racing again, so we're back underway. And we'll go on board with Brutus. As you can see, Oscar in the distance closing in on the back of Sparks. Matman moves up as well. It's nearly three wide there. Matman has one out, and there's a McLaren, which is Death Chip, then Rom Elson. Three of them battling. Death Chip and Rom Elson dive into the pits, and so do Aaron Trucker, Catamies, and Bossman. Clearly there's been quite a lot of wing lost on this opening lap. It's going to see a lot of people move a lot of places up. Sparks leads us though into lap 2. Brutus is right on the back of Oscar. I think Brutus has got good pace around here. So let's see, can Sparks hold the 2 off behind him? 3 off behind him, sorry, I should say. Behind. And Matman's dropped off. He's 2 seconds away. Ignore the fact that it says Rom in the lead. The left hand side glitches all the time, but it's Sparks still in the lead as he goes through a spoon curve. Penalties could play a big part in this race. A few places here. We'll pick them up. Babunji is up to P9 now on those hard tyres with all of the stops that happened there due to wing changes and all that. Putting on the mediums and the hards and even the softs, the Bossman again. Some penalties already as well as Babunji moves himself up past AJ through just the entry to 130 up, and he moves up to P8 on the hard tyres. So he's doing a good job. He's in a very good place if he can carry that kind of pace up on those hard tyres. And the big gap though he's got in front of him now, 5.9 seconds, is all the people ahead of Babunji pitted in that last lap. Due to wing changes from all. Oscar is dropped off slightly from Sparks. Sparks has only got a second, so he's doing quite well there. Brutus is in P3 still. Maxi Sign next to Cats, they're all quite close together still. Then it's Matman out, a little bit behind. Babunji, a big gap, needs to close on those hard tyres. Those hard tyres will start coming into their own in a good 3 or 4 laps time. AJ is P9, Casey Bernard. Lee has lost, I think. Lee's gone. Where is that? That's the second. It is. It's the exit of the second Degner. And Willery's got a bit of a shove somewhere. I'm not sure. He's down to P13. He's lost 3 places, sorry. So whether it was a bit of a shove or he's just off on his own. Next is Cats, looking very racy behind Maxi Sign. Very close behind. They've all got a bit of slipstream in front of him, so it's not going to be an easy move. And that gap from Oscar and Sparks is closed. Good job to close that back down as Casey Bernard being overtook there by Kieran, who's making his way up on those medium tyres. He's up to P10 now. See how far he can get up from the back of the grid. Matman has already popped into the pit still. I think he had that drive through penalty. So that's what he's having to serve, sadly for him. Coming all the way down the order near the back to P12, P13. It's a shame for Matman. He's down to P13 now. Max's Signs right on the back of Brutus. Brutus has had a dodgy lap, and he's followed closely by Nexus Cats as well, who's right there. If Chip sits the fastest lap of the race on those fresh mediums, as he was on the cobbles near the start when he had to do a wing change. As Nexus Cats is going to send it down the inside at the hairpin, and he gets the move done. Good move that by Nexus Cats. He moves himself up into P4, and he's now can try and get back after Brutus to see if he can overtake Brutus as well. Yellow flag is up to 1, and that looks like it's Death Chip. It is indeed, it's Death Chip. Oh, he's ghosted, oh, bloody hell. Oh, Jesus Christ, Bossman. That was very nearly the end there. Oh, Catamies is round as well. At, what corner is that? Dunlop Curve. Oh, his wing's gone. Half the wing is gone. And sadly, Babunji and Kieran going at it. I think Kieran's got up into P7. Babunji on those hard tyres. Both of these are on different strategies to a lot of them. So that was interesting, wasn't it? two people spinning there, and there's big gulfs at the back of the field. Now, time difference is Captain Chubbs as well now, getting past Casey Bernard on the start-finish straight. Another yellow flag's that. Who is that? Is that Alex Pixie? It is Alex Pixie. Has a big gap behind. Yeah, and he's now lost all that. So Alex Pixie's made a mistake, and he's now got Kieran for company. His boss man's getting past Def Chip. They're having a bit of a battle down for P14 and P15. But sadly for Alex Pixie, has lost all of that gap he's got, and he's now got Kieran, Babunji, Captain Chubbs all for company. Kieran Trapp, how quick he is, he's won the championship. He'll be looking to get past on those medium tyres. Alex Pixie's also picked up a Pintley. Is that Babunji going very, very deep? Who's that now? There's another yellow flag. Is that Rob now? What is going on? He's span as well. Is that Dunlop as well? No, it's not. That's the S's. That's the second of the S's. What is going on? That Katami's gone as well again. Katami's at turn 1. What the bloody hell was happening here? I'm having a severe difficulty of keeping cars on track at the moment. I don't know what's happening here. I mean, it's quite a difficult track, but I don't remember seeing this many incidents already. Just people going off of their own accord, not any contact at all, just going off. I don't know what's happening here, but everyone is really struggling on track. I mean, it's sunny, so it should be a good temperature. I'm not really sure what's happening. But anyway. Babunji's picked up a pail, he's just behind Kieran. Kieran is right there though. Driver behind for company, so, and that's Alex Pixie had a terrible exit, and Kieran's gonna go up to P6. Babunji might be thinking on those hard tyres that you can get a bit of this action as well. Trying to get past Alex Pixie now. Good for that spin curve there. Alex Pixie wasn't particularly great. He might be thinking about a move here at 130R, although Alex Pixie is going to be using his ERS, and he's actually beginning to start closing on Kieran with a bit of slip. He's not going to be close enough, I don't think, to make a move. And he's... Oh my God almighty! Bloody hell! What the... I mean, I've seen people miss their braking zone by a bit, but bloody hell. They missed that by an absolute mile. They're not even near that. Oh. Kieran's P6, Captain Chubbs is P7. That was not even near getting that corner. That was interesting to say the least there. Matt Man has got past Lee Colt. Sparks has still got Oscar for company. That's Cats is right in the back of Brutus. Well, think about a move here. He's going to be closing all the way. And he's right there. Will he think about a move? He's going to pop down the inside at the chicane. And he has made that move. Stick. The camera angle's tilted around there, so I have to go on board to see. But Next Cats has got that move done. Sparks is heading in for his first stop. One and probably only stop, depending on the situation with the safety cars, if there is any. So where is he going to pop himself out? It's going to be about maybe Casey Bernard. The way he popped himself out. It is about Casey Bernard. That was very, very close. He's directly in front of Casey Bernard. Katamis and Babunji have both just crashed. Katamis is crashed at this S section they're coming to now. He's there on the, he'll be there in the inside or outside, I can't see where he was, but he is there. But Bunji's also retired at the same point as well. Well, I think both separate incidents. I think Bunji was the exit of Spoon Curve. So yeah, virtual safety cars out. So once again, I'm going to have to go for that specified lap time. Now that's green flag back again. So Sparks is in P8, so he did come out just in front of where I said that Casey Bernard. Chubbs is right on the back of Kieran as well. These two are very, very quick drivers. Both of them very closely matched on pace, by the look of it. Brutus is right on the back as well. Will he bail out in the pits? Well, next is Katz does, Oscar doesn't, and Brutus doesn't. Captain Chubbs is on the back of Kieran. These both will not be coming in, they'll be keeping going. Next is Katz. Is put on the hard tyres the same as Sparks. Sparks will get back past next to Katz, I would imagine. So this is time to start back down the start-finish straight. Next is Katz, you can just see on the pit lane coming out there. So he is comfortably ahead again. Oscar 3.4 seconds clear Brutus. This is where he needs to show his pace. Oscar, he said a tumultuous time. I think that's the right word I'd use to describe Oscar's the greatness of in FTRL. He's very quick and there too, but he tends to get involved in a lot of incidents and he tends to not finish with the car and his pace should be. But at the moment he's doing a stellar job out front. No, whether he can pass Sparks, I say a couple of weeks ago when Sparks wasn't in the top fighting, he was P6 or P7, but I saw his pace and I thought he would win a Grand Prix the season before the season ends, and he's in a good place, so we shall see. There's our right. Sparks is on the back out, pitsing out. Maxi Simon's in the pits, but the front two has stayed out yet again. So they're probably going to try and go on the mediums, I imagine. Sparks obviously on the hards. Those front two are going to try and get on the mediums. That should be an easy move for Sparks. Down the straight, I would imagine. GRS, he's closing. He's not closing enough though. I don't think he is closing enough here. He's going to be very, very close. But he's not passed and he doesn't want to get held up here. But they're going to try and go around the outside. They don't really want to be doing that to the S's. As AJ, two teammates are fighting AJ and Lee Cole. AJ has one out. These two are good mates, so they are. Sparks is still on the back here of Alex Pixie. He's going to go down the inside at the hairpin, and he has got that moved just about done. He has indeed. So he is up to P5 now. Alex Pixie is still there right behind him. I think he's won out now quite comfortably. And next to Katz, I'm saying that. Next to Katz, he's got past Casey Bernard. Next to Katz also on fresh tyres. Oscar has sped into the pit lane. Just as I was saying, he creates... It doesn't ever use his pace properly, and he's got so much pace. Once again, he's just sped into the pit lane. He's got 5 seconds now, which could be the end. And his tight is right for the win here. He's actually going to come out just in front of Sparks, mind you, on faster tyres and fresher tyres. So there we go, the overcut worked. Now Sparks get held up quite a bit behind Alex Pixie, so he has got out in the front, but that 5-second time penalty could prove costly, to say the least. There are a few drivers coming in now as well. Alex Pixie, McMahon and AJ. we've still got Kieran and Captain Chubbs who are going to be in the pits shortly, I would imagine. Walk up there from Captain Chubbs. Not going in yet. I'm quite comfortable there, two of them. Kieran's going to go back down the inside, and Kieran moves back up into ahead of Captain Chubbs, and he's in the leader of the race, having been last, starting last place. And it's like, not pitted yet, but he's still doing a job. And Oscar still in the lead ahead of Sparks, so we'll see what he can do down there. Bossman is right on the back of AJ as well. Now the Bossman is going to try and go round the outside here at the chicane. He's going to have the defensive line, AJ, and Bossman isn't going to be able to get past there. They will have DRS now, and I would imagine this will be very straightforward. Bossman with the extra speed advantage is past now and up into P13 past AJ. Def Chip now, have a look and try and get past. Struggle to find a way past anywhere near here. Not really overtaking spots around here at all. Sadly for Def Chip, after a good quali, he's all the way down in P15 after lap 1. Rom as well, on a jump start. Race for Rom, down right at the very back of the field in P16. No mistakes can cause such a big drop in position now, as Oscar has set the fastest lap of the race. It's 1:30.02, isn't it? And here we go now, Def Chip thinking about a way past. Nowhere to go though. He's not going to get past yet. They're a little bit too far back here as well, Keith Murad in the pits. He's going to be able to get past here in the chicane anyway. He's going to have to wait for this straight, by the look of it. Not quite close enough. No, a chance here. It's a good exit. Is going to have DRS. This could be it here, and I think it is going to be it. He's down the inside, and he gets easily past and up into P14 now. Good move from Def Chip. Himself up. Oscar under a second, and if it wasn't for that penalty, he'd be currently in the next lead of this race. So there we go. There's another little mistake which he could have done without, as Rom, I think, has binned it again on the grass. Oh, he's binned it again. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. It's not been a good race for him. Up at the front, it's Captain Chubbs to get back past Kieran again. They're swapping places. Oh, yeah, Rom's getting up. Win. Yeah. Oh, safety car, mind you. It has brought out the safety car. So they exit the second deck now. So it's going to bunch all of the field up. So there we go. It is a very interesting situation now that we're in, because there's going to be the people that needed the pit stop who've got a free pit stop. Captain Chubbs and Kieran here is going to benefit massively from this. Now this could put them right in the mix for the win here. Oscar's situation is a bit different because he's got that 5-second penalty, which needs rid of at some point. So this is with the safety car now, it's going to bunch everyone up, so they're not going to have that gap that they'll develop those two. So, there we go. That's going to be interesting. Looks like Captain Chubbs and Kieran are going to be straight in this pits here. No doubt about that. And the they might be able to put on the softs here. The softs, some of them could have took the softs 10 laps. Bear in mind, we're going to have a few laps under the safety car, and as the fuel comes off, it's easier to let them last. And Captain Chubbs is doing that. He is going on those soft tyres. Now, what is Kieran doing? Is he going to put on the soft tyres? That's what I would do. Yeah, indeed, soft tyres are going on, both of them. Captain Chubbs and Kieran, this has come out at exactly the right point, and they're going to come back out in P4 and P5. So there we go. What a lovely piece of luck for Captain Chubbs and Kieran. They're going to come out now right behind 3 guys on the mediums and the hards on much fresher, faster tyres. Oh, Brutus. What on earth is happened to Brutus? Oh, he's in the... Oh, he's done that under the safety car. He's hit the wall on the inside. He's span it, and he's out of this race. Under the safety car. Yeah, I do think they'll struggle to keep them behind. It's going to be not quite straightforward for them once they get going under the safety, when the safety car comes in. I'm saying that, so I would definitely imagine in a great position those two to be leading this race, bar any issues. And we've already had 4 retirements, we're just over halfway. It's a difficult track, and we've got 2 Renaults, a McLaren and a Ferrari. Moment. A bit of luck this is for Captain Chubbs and Kieran here. Exactly the right time. That's what happens with that strategy where you run very, very long and you get into that sort of position they were in. It's one of those things that can happen. And you can just get a little bit of luck and you get a virtual safety car or a full safety car just at the right point where you're about to come in. It's very, very good for those two. But yeah, 4 drivers retired already here. I'm sure we'll probably have another couple till the end as well, so we'll keep talking about 12 finishers here. It's a difficult track. Very, very difficult, so good points on offer for just finishing here. This race at the moment. When your tyres start to get that little bit worn, in fairness though, Brutus was on fresh tyres, but well, in fairness they were all on relatively fresh tyres, bar Rom, who was on hard tyres, but he'd last a long time anyway. But that's interesting. Maybe they were just pushing too hard, you know, the start of the stints. It's usually when it gets the wear starts quite bad on the tyres around here, you kind of struggle for those S's as the car, the rear just lets go. Looks like you can end up rounding in the wall. But you do feel kind of sorry for the top 3 a bit here. They've done well to get in this position, and then they've got 2 guys behind them, and they'll be on soft tyres directly behind them. That is going to be the cookie crumble sometimes in motorsport, in F1. So, what can they do, those 2? I think the safety car line is just coming up now. But it's... No, it should be staying out now. No, it isn't this far, it's a bit late. Very bloody late in all honesty. It was actually after the safety car line, I think. I'm just going to back them up. The safety car head in. Pit lane. And he goes now. Off he pops down the straight. Captain Chubbs is on those soft tyres, and you can get very racy behind this Ferrari as Oscar, then Sparks, next is Captain Chubbs, then Kieran, Maxi Sai, Melts Pixie, Def Chip, AG, Aaron Trucker, Matman, Nico, Casey Bernard, then Bossman. with 14 remaining. And so these two we're going to watch though, and P4 and P5. Out, what can they do? Captain Chubb's getting really in the grass there. Just very close. Very, very close to the back of the Ferrari. That Ferrari going for it through the first deck with Digner. Then getting a good one. Captain Chubbs is now right behind. Will he think about a move down the inside? He doesn't. There's so much more grip, so much faster tires. You have to watch though. Kieran directly behind him as well, so he can't be too risky with a move. But they are coming towards Spoon, and he's thinking about down the inside, but he backs out just at the last second. And now, will he think about a move through 130R? Would he go for it? Would he go for it through 130R? He's got Nexus Cats directly in front of him. He's going to be towards the chicane, he's going to be going for it. I think he's going to be round the outside. And he's going to try and hold it all the way around the outside. Nexus Cats is on his inside. And he's got the move done. It's an excellent move from Captain Chubbs. Precise, and he's got that move done. Now it's going to be all about Kieran. Can he get straight past Nexus Cats? It's so important he does. He's in the slipstream and he's going to pull out. He's going to go down the inside. They're going to go wheel to wheel. And he's going to, Nexus Cats is trying to hold it around the outside. Kieran gets his way past though, and he's up into P4. So the two of them have jumped one, they've got two to go. Oscar's got that 5-second time penalty, remember. Oh, bull! Aaron Trucker's on the wall. Bloody hell. There's been a big collision with Lee Cole. Big Bossman might have been involved with that as well. And Aaron Trucker, who is now regaining onto the track. He's back on. So, you know, oh God, he's bent again. He's in the wall. I don't think he was going to... Oh, he's retired. He has retired. Virtual safety car again. There's another virtual safety car. It's not a full one this time. As there we go, there's another one. So, plummeting down. It's now down to 5. Virtual safety car once again. So I think this is the second or third virtual safety car, and we've had that one full safety car as well. Oscar's still leading, but he has that 5-second time penalty. There's no way to get rid of that at the moment, which is the issue. Virtual safety car, in all honesty. Usually it's a way, but now there it is, it's gone now. And Sparks is off in P2. He's got the two guys on the soft tires directly behind him, Captain Chubbs and Kieran. Nexus Cats is down in P5 now. Maxi Max, Pixie both have penalties, and they're 6 and 7. It's Death Chip, AG, Mapman, Casey Bernard, Bossman, and Lee Calls at the back. And been involved in that collision. It saw Aaron Trucker out. Hope Lee Cole's gone as well now. It's also that first exit. Oh yeah, it's the exit the first S. There we are, we're down to 12. I said there'd be some more retirements. It's causing so many accidents here. And we're down to 12 now. Captain Chubbs is right on the back of Sparks. I don't think Sparks is going to be easy to get past. Matman is up past AJ. Down to 12 runners here. Very good points on just for finishing now. Captain Chubbs is right on the back. Will he think about another move around the outside? I don't know if he's going to be as bold with Sparks. Sparks just has held him off for the time being. It's compromised his run. He's not going to have DRS Sparks. And it's going to be Captain Chubbs who's going to go around the outside. He's got Kieran as well though, it's going to get past as well. Then Kieran's going to go down the inside. It's going to be free wide, and Captain Chubbs has spanned. Kieran's off. It was just free wide into one corner. It didn't work. And Kieran's down to P11. I don't know if he's lost any wing, but Captain Chubbs is now in P3. It was free wide into a corner, which is difficult to get 2 into, let alone 3. And it just did not work at all. And sadly, Kieran Trapp's come off worst of all. Down in P11 now. Absolutely devastating for Kieran. Oh, it's just too many into one call, and that just did not work at all. But has Kieran lost any wing? I don't think so. No, he hasn't. I think it was more just of a slide because of it than having any serious contact in terms of captainship. What? No, he has going to be using up a little bit of that tyre life now. And trying to get past, but he is closing back up to Sparks now. He is closing. Max's time is just set the fastest lap of the race on hard tyres. Doing a good job on those hards. Closing into the back of Sparks again now, who's also closing into the back of Oscar. Kieran has moved up past AJ. Has Kieran lost anyway? No, it was more of a kind of, I think, side pod spin than anything, so they've actually both managed not to lose any wing there. And all of that. Seth Chip is right on the back as well. He's on soft tyres, he's on the back of... no, sorry, Batman's on soft tyres, Seth Chip's on hard tyres. Oh, Batman's gone as well. Is that the exit of... It is as well, it's the exit again of the second Degner. We're down to 11 drivers. It's another virtual safety car. 7 drivers have retired. I think 3 of them have been at turn 2, 3. They exit the first. I think 2 or 3 of them have been at that Degner. Exit the second Degner. There we go. Only 11 remain in this race. There's still 7 laps left. How many do we lose? Half? Oh, Death Chips just sped under the safety car. This is unbelievable. I've not seen so many. Moving a little bit, trying to cut that slipstream. I'm supposed to really move that one. I'm not really supposed to move that many times. There's some contact again. And he's trying to go round the outside, and it's just not happening there. It's just crazy, this track, and he's trying to go round the outside. Don't go round the outside there, the first S. Oh my god, I can just see this ending so badly. I don't know why. I've got visions of 2 cars ending up in the wall here. Maybe it's just me, but I genuinely think we're going to end up... Oh my god, I've just jinxed it. Oh my god, I have. I've literally just jinxed it. Oh my bloody good god. I said it. I literally said it 5 seconds ago. Where we're going to end up with more cars in the wall, and Captain Chubbs, having looked like the most likely winner of this race, has just binned it once again at the exit of the second Degner, and I believe he must have lost wing there. He has indeed. I might have jinxed him there, but I did just predict that literally a second before. And there we go, Captain Chubbs now. So now it's Sparks who's back in the net race lead again. So yeah, lead, Captain Bottle strikes again. Yeah, definitely. It's just been one of those races. It really has. It's 7 retirees. Captain Chubbs is very lucky not to retire. Kieran also was quite lucky not to retire as well. To be perfectly honest, we could have finished this race with 6 or 7 drivers if all of the spins had actually ended up in proper crashes, like race-ending crashes, but we've still got a battle for the win here, and Oscar has that 5-second time penalty. Obviously, Sparks doesn't have anything. At the moment, Sparks is on for winning this race. Next is Katz is still in a decent place because Maxi Simon's got a penalty. So at the moment, looking at it, next is Katz is net P2 actually as well. Oscar would drop down to P3 or P4 possibly, depending on how many penalties Maxi Simon has. Because that's roughly about a 2-second gap between them. And if he's only at 1 penalty, 3 seconds, and he's got 5, then you need a 2-second gap, Oscar to Maxi Simon, and it's hovering about that. at the moment, so we could see a bit of chopping and changing when they cross the line. Captain Chubb sadly in the pits. And it all went horribly wrong. Having looked like such a great result was on cards for him and Kieran. Went utterly pear-shaped. He has. Can Oscar, there's any way Oscar could get a gap of 5 seconds? I doubt it. What he needs to hope for is to get a gap of 2 seconds and Sparks to pick up a penalty. Now, I don't know how many warnings he's got and how many he's off. But there's not many laps left here. And Sparks has done a very good. Must have used some ERS for that straight as he's got very close and he's moved away from Max's time as well. Pardon me. Good trap for it on the back of Casey Bernard now as well. Cover some places. Captain Chubbs has picked up a penalty as well. Doesn't have any effect while we do it on him. Sparks is doing very well on his ERS. Quite a lot more than Oscar has. Let's see, Simon is kind of the same as Oscar. I mean, no tyre wear issues obviously because of that safety car. So they shouldn't have any tyre issues. Sparks now is going to be closing in. No, he's not going to make anywhere near close enough, I don't think, to make a move. No, maybe down the start finish straight if he wants. Or will he just sit there? Bearing in mind he has a penalty. Just about 3 laps to go now. Just entering the third lap 25 or 27. And I don't think he's got any real interest in getting past Oscar. It's actually worked. Kieran is right on the back now of Casey Bernard and he's got DRS, so he might be about to make a move down the inside, and he is indeed going to make a move, and it's going to be up to P6 for Kieran. He might be able to try and chase after Alex Pix. He has got a penalty, Alex Pix at least one, so he could make an arc place up. Sparks, however, is comfortably just sitting behind Oscar at the moment, so I say comfortably. The amount of accidents have happened, I don't think anything is particularly comfortable around here. As I've seen in previous races in FTRL, that being or just sitting behind someone isn't always the best idea. It can cause accidents just sitting behind someone. I've seen a lot of the time people in the leads with a comfortable gap, bending it. It was Babunji that did that recently as well. So, yeah. We've got Oscar and Sparks. It's not over by any means yet. We've seen by the amount of accidents that have happened in this race. Anything can happen here. Got 2 laps left. Sparks is still sitting nicely. Maxi Simon is on his way though. He's closed in a fair bit there. A good half a second. Sparks is closing. But he's thinking about going to try and go round the outside, and he's going to switch to the inside. Oscar covers him off, and Oscar maintains P2. There's going to be a little bit of Maxi Sign to get in this shortly on the last lap here if they keep fighting to come round these S's. This is when you can make a mistake, when you're fighting and when you're got someone so close behind you, you can push that a little bit too much. As Maxi Sign nearly enters DRS range, so we could be having a freeway fight. Well, Sparks is in the prime position with no penalties. I said a few weeks ago I thought Sparks would win a race, and at the moment he's the favourite. He's going to be closing in here on this straight, well, kind of straight, curved straight. Not within DRS yet. He might be with a little bit of slipstream, though they could be here as Sparks might think about a move. Is he going to? Not yet. He's going to wait, I think, for the next straight. We're going to see a last lap overtake. He's close. He's very close. I think it's going to be a move here. He's going to go down the inside. Oscar's not really going to have anything to defend with. And he's going to go down the inside. And he's taking the race lead away from Oscar on the final lap. Kieran's back in the pits again. So what's happened to him? But Oscar, sadly for him, it's not going to be a race win by the look of it, as Sparks is getting away, and off he goes down towards the first Egner and the second Egner. We've seen of many accidents, and he does it very nicely. And so does Oscar and Maxi Saint. So the front three have got past the deadly corner. But Sparks, oh, who's the? That's you. Someone crashed. Oh, someone. Oh, I think it was. I think it might be an AG. He's lost way. That's gravel. Oh, Kieran's on wet. Kieran's on wet. Kieran, what? How are you on wet? I mean, Captain Chubbs is. Oh, do you mean? Kieran's. oh god. Sparks has won this race. I don't know what's happening there. Sparks has won from Maxi's side. Oscar has took P3. He must have taken the first skill. Nexus Cats has took P4. So Oscar has got a podium, even though he's picked up that penalty. Alex Pixie P5. Casey Manab P6. Bossman's going to be P7. I think, bearing in penalties. He has got a penalty. And then he has a dot. So he is going to take P7, AG is going to take P8, Death Chip's going to take P9, Captain Chubbs is going to take P10. Kieran was expecting some rain near the end. But Sparks, I've got a prediction, right? 2 weeks ago I said he was going to win a race. Well, Sparks has won. It was not an easy one though, and it was there. Suddenly it looked quite easy actually at one point between the front two, and it ended up being quite hectic there. But he took the win. Oscar took a podium. Maxi Saint took P2. So there we go. The penultimate Grand Prix of the season ends with a new winner, Sparks. Maxi Saint P2. Oscar rounds out the podium. Next is Cats P4. Another good result for him. Alex Pixie P5. Then it's Casey Bernard, Bossman, AGPA, Death Chip P9. And the last finisher was Captain Chubbs. Kieran retired in the last lap, having put on wets. And then we had Matt Mann, Lee Cole, Aaron, Brutus, Rom, the Bungie, and Catamies all retired. So an unbelievable amount of retirements for a Grand Prix around here. It's a difficult track, but maybe not as difficult as I expected it to be this evening. A lot of retirements. By the time that rounds out this evening's action for the penultimate Grand Prix, and we will be back next week for the final round of Div 1 and Div 2 with full qualifying. So a good 2 hours, just under 2 hours on for next week around Mexico. And if you think the penalties are bad round here, just wait till next week. There have been previously people who have been disqualified for penalties around Mexico and FTRL because it is so bad. So watch out for penalties next week, and considering I've got a full qualifying, we'll see a hell of a lot of invalidated laps. But join me next week and tune into Div 1 as well on next Tuesday for the final 2 races of the 2 divisions of F1 2020. The new game comes out. But thank you very much again for joining me, and have a nice day.